So let's talk about using ProLine for insurance projects. So ProLine is very flexible and you can do a ton of customization, but out of the box, ProLine already has an insurance pipeline already set up, and then also insurance related documents in our quoting system. So the way this would work is when you get to the point where you'd normally send like a retail quote, what you would do instead is send a contingency agreement, or if you want to rename it, you can name it whatever you want. But whatever document you have a homeowner sign going into the insurance process, you can send that instead of sending a quote. And then you can even implement follow-up to that. So even if you don't get it signed immediately, you can have ProLine follow up to get those documents signed. Then once that is signed, ProLine would automatically move it into the waiting for adjuster stage. Now, the thing with insurance is that the insurance process in every state is different. The insurance process for every company is different because insurance is such a crazy thing, and they mess with you. They don't want to pay out, so every company kind of comes up with how they want to do it. And so I want to emphasize again that ProLine is 100% like customizable. You can add more stages here. You can add different automations. You can really tailor ProLine to your unique process when it comes to insurance. But we do have this set up out of the box just for simplicity. We found that this works for a lot of companies, and so you're welcome to use how we have it set up out of the box. So ProLine would move this project into waiting for adjuster, which would start a waiting on adjuster campaign. This is going to reach out to the prospect and check in with them periodically about getting the adjuster scheduled. So it's gonna, hey, did the adjuster reach out to set a date yet? Do you have a date the adjuster is coming? And so getting that information from the homeowner as quickly as possible is what that campaign is set up to do. Then you have adjusters scheduled. So you have this is all this does is just stop the previous campaign. It's just a place. Once you have that information, you can move the project over, and then you don't have to. And then ProLine's not going to ask for that information anymore. Then we have waiting on approval. So once everything's been submitted, the adjuster has come out, then you'd move the project to waiting on approval. And then depending on what comes back, if it's no damage, you can move them into this no damage stage, which is going to start a no damage sales follow-up drip, which is basically just trying to convert them over time into a retail opportunity. So following up over time, hey, how's the roof doing? Is the roof leaking? Do you guys need to get it replaced still? And so obviously it's nice to be able to convert those projects immediately into retail projects, but those homeowners don't always have the money. The roof might not actually be leaking at that time, and so having that no damage campaign is going to really reap dividends over time as it converts those old no damage projects into sales later down the line. Then of course you have won or approved. So if the insurance does approve the job, then it would go to won or approved, and then move on into the production process. So that's how we have the insurance pipeline set up. As far as the documentation goes, we have a number of different documents. So we have the contingency agreement. We have a certificate of completion that's all pre-built in ProLine, ready to go. Now, as far as we also, depending on what you're looking for, we do have a contract as well. So if you wanted to do wanted to have a roof replacement, just a simple contract for the work getting done that the homeowner would sign once the insurance approved. If you need that, you can pull that in from our quote template library. That's available as well. Already pre-built. We just don't preload it into accounts. And then at the end of the job, you'll send that certificate of completion just to get that sign off as well. So we have everything that's required here. We also have a number of different custom fields that can be set up for collecting like the carrier information, the policy number, the claim number. And if you need more than this, you can add additional fields. There's more fields here that you can add for different information. And so you can collect all the information that you need from an insurance standpoint and save it on the project. So that's kind of sums up ProLine for insurance. Again, I just want to emphasize everyone has a different process, and that's great. One big difference between ProLine and some of the other platforms out there is that you're not stuck with somebody else's idea of the right way to do your insurance or run insurance in their platform. So ProLine has that flexibility of, if you think it should be run a little bit differently, great. You can go in and change these stages. You can move things around, change the automations to work ideal for your process in your state. And we can help you do that as part of the onboarding process. And then our support is always there. You can always schedule calls with our support at any time. We have unlimited support calls, so we're able to help you dial it in as much as needed.